Okay, so now time for the grand finale. I know that you're dying just to see how these turned out. So we are going to decorate our lemon white chocolate tarts. As you can see, our tarts have been setting in the freezer, so now they're firm to the touch. You want to pull these out of the freezer right before you remove the removable pan. This is because it's going to make your life a lot easier. So this is the first thing we're going to do. We're going to remove these, and as you can see, they just pop right out. I didn't have to use any force or pressure. The only thing that might be a bit, well, that came off really easily. Sometimes you'll need a butter knife to remove the bottom. But yeah, it should just pop out really simple like that. This is why I love this tart crust instead of using like dates or dried fruit, because then you get this beautiful, pretty formed tart crust. So to decorate this tart, all you're going to need is our white chocolate frosting. So this is what the white chocolate frosting looks like, and it's firm to the touch. So I just want to show you what the texture should look like for piping. As you can see, it's quite firm. If it is too soft, what you can do is you can put this in the freezer for only about 10 minutes and then it'll firm up really nice for you. And if it's too firm, then what you're going to do is you're going to just leave it at room temperature just for a little bit for it to soften up. So what you want to do first though is you want to mix the frosting up. You're going to mix it up and kind of like whip it up with your spoon like you would a traditional buttercream frosting. Okay, so this is going to be perfect for piping, so I'm going to set this aside. So then we're going to be using a number 881 Ateco piping tip, and this is the piping tip that's going to give us that beautiful, elegant ribbon design. And then I have a piping bag. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add the tip into the piping bag. And I'm just going to make a mark with my scissors right where the opening starts. And just cut the tip off, push it down, and then it's ready to go. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill up my piping bag with my white chocolate frosting. And you want to try to push out the air bubbles. So try not to have any air bubbles in there. Oh my gosh, and it's absolutely the most perfect consistency right now. Okay, so what I'm going to do is how we want to do this is we want to start from one end, do a ribbon design to the other end. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So I have the wide part of the piping tip facing up. And as you can see, the closed side is facing down. And I'm going to hold it just on a straight angle like this. And I'm going to just start creating my ribbon design. You want to try to do this all in one smooth go, but if you can't, that's fine. So that's what that looks like. Doesn't that look absolutely gorgeous? So then I'm going to fill my piping bag up to do this next one. Now what you want to do is you always want to remove the frosting that you had in here before you get started on the next one, because the frosting up near your hands is going to start melting from the heat from your hands. So then you're going to have different consistencies of frosting, which is not going to be good. Okay, so let's show you again. I'm going to start with the open end face up. Move this totally out of the way so I don't wreck it. And then I'm just going to start creating this ribbon design. And if you have to adjust your hand, then adjust your hand. I always like to make a curve of the frosting at the end like this. So that looks absolutely gorgeous. So don't those look adorable? I absolutely love the look of this technique. You can create such elegant designs just with a piping bag and a piping tip. So now we're not done. I'm going to add some beautiful edible flowers, but I have to go harvest them from my garden, so I'll be right back. Okay, so I have some purple pansies here that I just picked from my garden, and I chose purple because purple and yellow are very complementary colors. So you can also use blue flowers, blue cornflowers that actually look really nice on this as well. Or you can just use some dried cornflowers, and I get them on Amazon. Whatever you can find, you don't have to use edible flowers, but you can decorate these however you like. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take, I like to use these petals that have some of the yellow on it. So I'm going to be removing these petals from the flower and using them as a decoration. So I like to use 3 because in food photography, odd numbers always seem to be more complementary. And the great thing about using garnishes and edible flowers is you can always cover up your mistakes. So I'm going to put these in places where actually, let me just do this. Yeah, that looks good. And I'm just being really delicate with them and just adding them on like this. Oh, these look so gorgeous. I love them. Beautiful. I just love how fresh they look. Perfect for spring. They're super elegant, pretty, delicate. Make these for your friends and your family at dinner party, and you'll be sure to impress everybody. So I absolutely love how these turned out, but I can't wait to see what you come up with. Have fun decorating them. I want to see your plating style, your decorating style. I'd love to see what you do with it. If you do make these, please post a photo in our public Facebook group, Chefs of Crystal Dawn Culinary. Again, I'd love to see what you do with the decoration. If you have any questions, please let me know. And I cannot wait for you to try this recipe. Let me know how it goes.